have space for. This is A440 music, and for those of you who have not been told yet, A440 is the tuning pitch for musical instruments. 440 hertz, or cycles per second, is the A above middle C. And so that is what all instruments worldwide are tuned to. And so we'd like to think we are in tune with the needs of the community. So A440 also puts us first in the phone book. So there are some things other than art involved. Brian has been working on me for several years to get started with this. Brian Bellandier, who you met at the coffee, has been fixing instruments for several years out of his garage, and it got to some point where he had almost 80 instruments just littering his garage and house. And I think when Carol had to start moving tubas out of the bathtub, it was time to find a new place to be. And so Brian and I were in a band called Sunset Limited together, and over the time, Brian just kept saying, "Hey man, we really need to open a music store." And I hated the fact that Great Bend didn't have a music store. Every time we go anywhere, and Kim, there's my wife Kim here, can tell you every town we visit, I like to stop by the music store and go in and play the guitars. And so I really wish that there was one here, and but I didn't know if it would work. You know, I thought, well, there hasn't been one in Great Bend for almost 10 years. Surely there's a reason someone else hasn't done it. And we thought, and we cussed and discussed, but finally decided that if we can get the rental business, the local and area rental business, and if Brian can expand his ability to do the repairs, that would probably keep the doors open, and then it would be a matter of, will the town come buy reeds and strings and guitars and books, and so far they are. And it's very exciting. Brian and I both have other gigs. I teach theater at the high school. Brian is a lieutenant with the sheriff's department. And so doing anything part-time is very, very hard. And if it wasn't for Carol, who mans the store during the day for us, and Kim, who comes up and helps us with the books at night, we wouldn't be able to do it. So it is very much the two families coming together to make it happen, and hopefully we'll be able to add an employee soon, expand our ability to provide for the folks that need musical stuff. But it's an exciting thing. I think a need for Great Bend, and so far it really is. It really is working. If there's something that you like musically that we don't have, please tell us, because we're still in the process of figuring out what people are going to want. We knew early on there's no way we can compete with the internet, and so that's not what we're here to do. We know that you can get online and go to Amazon.com and buy things for almost the same price we can buy them. We know that. But you cannot come have Amazon play the horn for you, or you can't bring it into Amazon to have them tune it, or check the intonation, or ask Amazon for advice on which brand is better. And we can do that. Brian and I both have been playing instruments our whole lives, and we can provide that insight. We're both musicians. So I think that it's something that's needed. I'm really hoping it continues to work as well as it has. And I really appreciate everybody coming in today. It makes me feel so empowered. But, Brian, you have anything you would like to add from back in your shop? Most of the time, he stays there, or we send him down to the basement sometimes to polish things on the polishing machine. We'll throw him a head of cabbage